Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Pre-Market Show for Tuesday, September the 23rd. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Thank you, William. So you guys can hear me and see my screen in main room. Just looking for somebody in our YouTube room to do the same so I can know if you guys can hear me and see my screen in our YouTube room. All right, guys. Well, confession, I actually shorted open, guys. I was looking at open yesterday, looking at a break here. I mentioned this when I was in the room still. Thought it would be very interesting if it broke down through that level, which was 870. So, yeah, I ended up taking a short. This is around 315, I think, and hold on to it. We'll see what happens today. I made about, I think, about cents on that short, and see what happens today with open. Open is opening slightly under the close of yesterday. So, what is happening other than that? IBG, the innovation, I think they're going to be merging with some company called Block Fuel. Block Fuel will emerge as the surviving entity. Okay. Bini, BINI. This is showing up on my gap up right now. I'm hearing it. BINI, big move, 8 to 10, just like that. Committing to long-term stability, announces no further reverse stock splits for the next 3 years. Yeah, right. Unless we get under a dollar. I mean, look at the float, 500,000 shares in the float. Anyway, that's the news on BINI. SLE. This is a Super League enterprise, sort of a crypto play because they're getting a $10 million investment from the Evo Fund, which is a cryptocurrency investment company. Okay, so that is all of the crypto play. BRBI. So this looks like this was a SPAC turned into BRBI, started trading as BRBI in the pre-market, so it's not technically an IPO. Don't see any news. I looked at this one earlier. I don't see any news on GLTO. $7 has pulled back down to 5. Don't see any news on it. Low float. Didn't this used to be called Second Skin? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, SSKN, Strataskin Sciences. Other one popped up to 422, sinking now somewhat. Highlights the study of its 308 nm excimer laser. Okay. By the way, yeah, Idrik, and anybody else. I mean, this is just news headlines from Interactive Brokers. I think most brokers have to have some kind of news feed. IPDN. Yeah, we're getting a lot of these. They pop in the pre-market and then they drift badly. I mean, that's a big percentage drop from the high 666 down to 429. Jason Taylor in our YouTube room. Good morning. When you edit a watch list, does it automatically update for all scans? Don't know quite what you mean. A watch list. I don't know what you mean by that exactly. A what? You're talking about a symbol list that you created, then you've attached to an alert window or a top list window. If you've attached the watch list to different top lists and alert windows, yes. But I'm not 100% sure I know what you mean. Does it automatically update for all the scans? DBGI, you mentioned this. Wow, yeah, crazy. Look at that. 10 to 23, back down, excuse me, back down to 10. After the company, let's see, Open Daily Technology Unit was accepted into the NVIDIA Connect program. Okay. So I guess there's a bit of a war on between Better and Open. I read some information. Some guys loving Better and trashing Open. Now Better, yeah, this was from, well, this is actually today, but I'm sure, I mean, look at the pop it had yesterday. I don't know who this Eric Jackson is, but recently said his firm holds a long position. Yeah, well, if you update your if you update your list of stocks and it's attached to something like a multi-strategy window, and sure, it gets updated. Well, when you go into the edit, sorry, I'm just talking to Jason in our YouTube room. I mean, when you this is how I edit my list of stocks. If I do, okay, tools, symbol lists. I pick the symbol list that I want. Okay, pharma, I'll just pick pharma. Edit the list, and then I go through whatever I want, take out, take the ones I don't want, add the ones I do want, say okay, and it might take 30 seconds or so, okay, for it to actually do the update in the top list. But yeah, it's updated. You just have to make sure you say okay, and then it's a new symbol list. Okay, CLSK is on the move here, guys. CLSK on the move a little bit here. Nice move, actually. I mean, it's breaking out now again after the company. Expanding its Bitcoin-backed credit facility with Coinbase Prime. Okay. So it's really turned into, a Bitcoin, well, an altcoin play, a DAT play, a DAM play, DAT, DAM. Not a low float, 271 million in the float. Um, I had, this is not up a lot, but yeah, I think it might be worth watching, is the TSSI. TSSI, it's only up 6%, but it's taking out yesterday's high. It's over above the close of yesterday, TSSI. Well, good volume, pretty good volume. And it is trying to break out here. I don't know if there's any news on this one that I could see for today. There's been some news yesterday. I think when I look at it on a well, there's the weekly chart. Yeah, so the next high on the weekly chart is right around 21, actually a little over 21. So there's certainly room on the weekly chart. What was the ticker for the Chinese IPO? Did I mention one this morning? I don't recall mentioning one this morning. Oh, it ran 2 days ago. I can't remember. I'm sorry, Hermes. Can't remember. But you know what? What time is it now? 9:09. I have got time. Just give me a moment. We can find it here. Okay, let's see if we can find it here. I don't know if it was PTRN. There's PLTS. Don't know if they're China. Don't think so. I don't think this is China. That's not China. PLTS. I don't think. I don't know if it's China. Oops. This Cayman Islands. So it's not China. Well, Singapore. Okay. I don't know if that's the one you were talking about. So it could have been PTRN. The only one I can see that starts with a P. And then when we'll have to go back a few weeks. So it's probably that one. Well, PLTS though. Well, that's Cayman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cayman Islands. So yeah. Well, yeah, it's Singapore. So it's not China, but it's you're looking for the ones that are can go crazy. Yes, and it could be that one. No, Chow was one, but it didn't start with P. He was looking for the one that started with the letter P. All right, Holo, Holo. Okay, it's kind of holding the pre-market gains. I don't see any news on it. This was yesterday, so this is not today's news. So, can propose an innovative solution for controlling quantum photonic states, which could have significant applications in quantum optics, according to a statement. So that was the news. That was yesterday for Holo. So that was, I guess, the reason for the little pop here and continuation now. Continuation. A lot of volume. Look at that. 9.2 million. 14 million in the float. This will trade the float easily today. Oh, I have no idea, John. I have no idea regarding whether the market will be slow for Russia. Russia, China, or things we look at are typically not slow. Okay, maybe the major stocks, maybe, but the things that we're looking at, that are kind of the alpha stocks trading on their own, I don't, I don't anticipate any slowdown. And here's BitDeer, guys, BTDR. Nice day yesterday. Nice day yesterday. Look what it did. It actually closed right at the high of yesterday. And why not look at Sava? Sava, well, the CEO put his money where his mouth is, okay? He bought $534,000 worth of stock. I think it was around, well, it was 237,000 shares between 213 and 229, okay? And that is the CEO. So that popped, I guess on that news, that popped after hours yesterday, 339, but it's starting to fade. Very VERI is just making a little bit of a move there, guys. Very VERI volume. Yeah, pretty good, 371,000. So Very's making a move after a nice day yesterday. I always think the nice days, it's not the size of the candle, it's where did it close? And look where it closed, right near the high of the day. It's not one of these stocks that, pop up and then they just sell off all day and close near the bottom. Right at the bottom here is that FLD. So had another big pullback, got up to $7. Was down, or not close, but it got down to 450. Very higher after the company announced Stripe and Visa will power its upcoming Fold Bitcoin credit card. Okay, that is your news for FLD. There is the VWAP. So, I mean, the VWAP may act as a bit of a magnet. VWAP is at 546, so it's certainly far enough away. But again, John, I really only think it affects stocks, like the large cap stocks. I don't think it really makes that much difference, for any stock that's sitting in here. I'm hearing a tie, ATAI, ATAI. No news that I can see. I'm looking at my headlines. I don't see any news on this one today. Not a low float either. 161 million in the float, so it's not a low float. All right, guys. So the market was a little bit yesterday. So I always want to just check on the energy sector, see where it is with respect to the 200-day. You can see it's sliding away now, guys. Challenging that 200-day again. Okay. So energy stocks are weakening, obviously, over the last few days. I always. And how about health? Yeah, healthcare now is starting to weaken again, moving away from that 200-day moving average. And Staples, yeah, well, look at that. Staples it's really moving away from the 200-day moving average after about three days ago. It was touching it. So now we've got three of the major sectors underneath the 200-day moving average, even though the market's at an all-time high. Where's that 200-day moving average for the SPY? 598. Another one, guys. I mean, we see so many of these pop up in the pre-market and then give so much back. I don't know if I mentioned. I can't remember. I don't think I did though. FLNC, guys. This is. I almost took this one, but I didn't quite get it. I was trying to get it at around 11:10, and I suddenly took it. I think the bid was like 11:08, 11 or something like that. So I tried to use the midpoint for the getting in between using IB, and I just didn't get it. Didn't get it. Didn't want to chase it. Fluence had a great day yesterday. Closed near the high. I'm sorry. There's actually two great days. But yesterday's news, some kind of a big deal with Poland, battery deal with Poland, battery storage project in Poland. That was the news yesterday. Closed near the highs, and now it's just really extension. And I think when I looked, I think there might have been some room. Yeah, I think I saw this. Yeah, on the monthly chart, 1339. Not saying it's going to get there, of course, but there is some room. Warner Brothers, WBD. That I don't have the news here, William. I know you don't necessarily want to tell us, but it's on news. Okay, maybe what the merger getting closer. Oh, interesting. So there might be some competition. So it's Pesky who wants to buy Warner Brothers. Okay, so now maybe they're going to have some competition from Netflix. Interesting. Okay, guys. I don't know if I put Tessie up, TSSI up. Can't remember if I did. It's starting to fade though. It is starting to fade a little bit, but it almost got up to 20, and now it's dropped to about 50 cents. That is the TSSI. Man, I used to really have a little dislike. I hope it works for you, PJ. But maybe maybe I'm wrong on this one. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, I thought this was Oh, I thought it was fuel cell. You're talking FTEL. FTEL. Yeah, no shorts available for me either. Remember fuel cell, FCEL, and Ballard, and the other one. There were three of them that used to trade all the time. Okay, so this FTEL, yeah. So okay, launches. There's Solana DAT, Digital Asset Treasury. All right. Well, this is obviously it's going to be really active. Okay. It's already pulled back 19 and went back all the way down to 1143. Hmm. This could be the absolute crazy one today, guys. So and it's already crazy to a certain extent, but it was crazier when it got up to 20. And let's take a look at the float. The float, yeah, I mean it's a crazy low float, 420,000 in the float. Ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous. Seriously, I mean it's so this is going to be a challenge to trade, but we'll try to do something maybe later, especially if it takes out the high at some point. Okay, guys, 9:24. So I'm going to get the layout I use at 9:30 up and running. So just give me one moment. As always, I'm going to save my layout. Save my layout. Okay, and then get rid of, and then load my layout that I'm going to use once the 9:30 happens. All right, guys. So, and one last thing to do, just to show the top six in that list. So here's the top 6 in that list. The, green list you saw before, the ones that were at, pre-market actives up. This is now just the top 6 of them. Wow, look at Fluence. Is this real? I wonder if they're doing a, financing. Take a look at Fluence now, FLC. I wonder if they're doing a financing. That's, that's almost like financing news, guys. I don't see it. It's pretty brutal. An awesome short. Anybody see? My News Interactive Brokers does not have anything about a financing. Or something, going from 1133 down to basically 1060, just like that. Keep looking, guys, to see if there's any financing news on this. I still don't see anything on it, but anyway. So the FCHAL, yeah, I mean, that is going to be something that is going to be a challenge, of course. I'm not saying to buy it now, of course, but I mean, the spread, not horrible for a stock that is moving this quickly. And just as I'm saying, moving this quickly. So it's right at the VWAP. The VWAP's at 1333, so it's right at the VWAP now. Oh man, it is ripping. Well, there'd be an interesting high to take out right up here, around 1534. Yeah, the volume, surprised it's not more right now, but it is 1.2 million right now, but only 420,000 in the float. Another one that's just cratering is the TSSI, almost 20 right down to 19. Big drops. All right, guys. Market 9:30 open is within about a minute. So let's have a great trading day today, everybody. I typically do not trade in the first 15 minutes. I may make an exception if I see a large cap loser that is setting up well for me. And the FCAL is, that's you're on your own. You're definitely on your own. It's going to be awfully wild. Yeah, well, it doesn't that look like financing news for FLNC? It's quite a drop just like that after it was basing pretty nicely at the high in the free market. But okay, guys, we're now open for business. So again, have a great trading day, everybody. Get rid of this. Okay, Casey. This is a got some room here, guys. Got some room. A little bit early, but KC, right at the whole number now, and it's basically a financing that's causing it to hit $0.8 billion. Hong Kong. I don't know what the conversion is for that, but so that is the reason why it's ooh the FTL, ooh the FTL, guys. Again, it is a challenge. Shoot, guess what? Halted, guys. It was halted. FTL was just halted now, and my guess is going to be an open above the halt price. SLE just got halted also. Ooh, yeah, FLD. No kidding, rug pull. The reason I know that I have that one thumbnailed. So SLE got halted on the way up. I'm assuming, yeah, SLE got halted on the way up. Uh, so the VWAP is up here at 1044. That's certainly far enough away. You have to wait for it to come out of its halt. Now, this is one I couldn't buy yesterday. SKBL, I could not buy it at Interactive Brokers. They just wouldn't let me do it. All right, pop on IPDN, guys. Nice volume pop on IPDN. About 63% as we speak. It has pulled back a bit, but it is starting to pop now. IPDN. Look at the volume that came in. Wow, this FTL is going to be well. If it's a 5 minute halt, it's going to open at 9:36 plus 34 seconds. So we still have a little less than 3 minutes for the open. If it's going to be a 5 minute halt, let's take a look at AGMation. That was another super active one a couple of days ago, and that's halted. So just to show you this blue screen you see here, excuse me, nothing to do with trade ideas. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. This has nothing to do with trade ideas. This is time and sales from Interactive Brokers. Okay, so this shows the halt price. This is the potential area where it could open when it comes out of the halt. Does it have to hold? You see how these numbers will fluctuate. And again, typically they are 5 minute are 5 minute halts. Now, if it's halted for longer than 5 minutes, usually then it's a multiple of five, which means the next next potential open would be 10 minutes. Okay, guys, maybe a little interested in this Ampex. It's showing up here. That's a gap down. Now, why would I like it? Because if you look left, look at the RMA Scott, 1116, 1115 or so. So has any. I know it's a little early for me, but as I say, some of these. Hey, give me a moment, guys. Nice. Okay, sorry, guys. Oh boy, and the FTAL just opened. Now, what's happening now? I know it opened higher. Oh boy, guys. I mean, it's you almost shouldn't talk about it, but if you're going to trade it, you're on your own. I mean, all right, Ampex did it for me. Did it. Yeah, boy, FTEL now just got halted on the way down, I believe. Yeah, just got halted on the way down. So yeah, it's going to be we said it's going to be super active all day. One more. Wow, this is what I've been waiting for. We had a lot of these. Not so much yesterday and not so much on Friday, but had a lot of these at the beginning of the day. These ones that are showing up in the large cap losers from the start of the race and just made nice moves down. Not going to be rocket ships, okay, but definitely nice little trades, in my opinion. And I'm always looking for the stocks that are just under the whole number. So, for instance, I look at Rocket Lab. I wouldn't take it. It's just over the whole number. All right. Well, FLD, is it coming into any sort of a support area? I mean, it's got to be way down below the VWAP. Yeah. So, is there any sort of support? I mean, the low yesterday was 360. I mean, and you know what? Look at that. It actually went negative. NUAI from Musa. Okay. I don't see this one anywhere, do I? No. Okay. So, let's take a look at it though. NUAI. Now, why did that happen? NUAI. Okay, now I see why I don't say. So I don't. None of my scans will show me stocks under a dollar. I mean, it's a great move. Don't get me wrong. Ton of volume, but I don't trade stocks under a dollar. So, but it's through the VWAP. Had a great 2 day run now. I don't know if there's any news on it. Others in the room. Some trade stocks under a dollar, but I just don't. Let's take a look at it on a weekly chart though, just to see what it. Okay, monthly chart. All right, so I don't get this. This must have, I don't know, symbol name change, or because I mean this is no way it's an IPO at 40 cents. So I don't know. I don't know the history behind this because it started trading as NUAI last month. Could have been a symbol name change, or bunch of other things that I'm just not aware of. Now, guys, if you have our AI, you got to be careful with these ones. Okay, this is an acquisition, one of these SPACs. I just feel you've got to be careful with these ones. Thank you, OB. Great having you back. And I made a mistake. You're opening the room at 6:45 Eastern time, right? 6:45. I somehow thought that was later. Chris was opening at 7:30. I guess I was thinking that was 7:45, but you're opening at 6:30 or 6:45. Now, trying to ride the wave, trying to ride this wave, guys. Huge opening for AGMH. Okay, let's take a look. Yep. Can't remember. Was this another one of the asset plays? Crypto asset plays? I can't remember anymore. There's so many of them. I can't remember anymore what happened on this day, a couple of days ago. Maybe our news will tell us. That was on the 19th. Buyback activity, but no. Yeah, I still have a price alert for this NAFTAL. I don't think this is over for the day. I think we're still going to have a lot of action. You know what, though? I mean, the volume is not that great, guys. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, it's not that great. I mean, yes, it's 3,300 times normal. So you might be thinking, well, how much better do you want it to be? But it's only 1.7 million shares. Okay. And there's only 420,000 in the float. I would have thought would have been trading by now, like millions upon millions of shares with that sort of a float. So this one got halted on the way down. Okay, BETR just got halted on the way down. Better Home and Finance. Again, the people who are in this one just absolutely slammed open. Pretty, it was pretty interesting to read. That's not why I shorted it yesterday, but well, let's see now. 741 is the next low. All right, guys. Well, the Ampex, I mean, gave me something. I mean, I'm out of it now. Of course, you look how it's popped up again, but I may look at it later on, maybe a reshort for Ampex. But now WRD, I just saw that flash here. When is it over $1? It's like Netflix is joining at over $1. What were they saying? I meant 20, but I'm sorry. I'm completely wrong symbol. So here's we ride, guys. Now, this is shortable for me. 1213 is the 200-day moving average. Will that stall it? This is shortable for me. Okay, let me see some of these ones that have won races earlier. So Lucid, LCID. I know Rivian had a nice day yesterday. So there's Lucid. A little, yeah. It's got. I have a price alert at that low for open. The next low looking left on the daily chart. Okay, FTEL just resumed, and well, it's moving down again. All right, Pony. Somebody mentioned that one. All not quite a lifetime high for Pony. Let's take a look at a monthly chart where that is the lifetime high up here, 2392. So has room to that lifetime high. I think it's getting there, of course, but Pony on the move, China stock. Okay, IBG just got halted on the way up, I guess, guys. Yeah, must have got halted on the way up. Didn't really talk about this one. This is one of those really cheap ones. Oh yeah, I did talk about it. They're merging in with this company called Block Fuel, and Block Fuel will be kind of the new company. Block Fuel will emerge as a surviving entity, and obviously a new symbol probably. So yeah, so we are really changing gears here. So Block Fuel's technology, what they do is turn natural gas at its source, including stranded or flared gas, into a potent resource, etc. Whereas this company, SL, is a beverage company, marketing and exporting, retailing alcoholic and non. So they're really it's a strange merger. Mm, GDS guys, I could get interested in this one. It's just underneath the whole number, looking weak. Let's look at it on a daily chart first. Oh man, next low looking left is 35.97. We're at yeah. The volume like China stock. See if there's any. I don't see any news on this one. Doesn't have to have news, but all right, guys. Definitely interested in this one as a short. Okay, 37.87, 37.96 on the bid ask. If we get that ask catch up a little bit to the bid, I think what I'll do is I'll just stick a price alert down here, say 37.82, and see if it gets down there again because it has a lot of room underneath. And there are, yeah, plenty of shorts available. Interactive Brokers, 500,000. But look what happened. It's popped up a bit. So I'm not anticipating this is going to happen. I'm just putting a price alert there. And if it triggers, it triggers. If it doesn't, c'est la vie. SMR was on this list too to short. JTB. Oh, well, actually, so it's popped. All right, guys. Sorry, just internal discussions taking place at Trade Ideas. So, okay, guys. SOUN, very active stock. Has had a nice run actually from 13 to 18 over the last few days. And okay, some news. SoundHound partners with Red Lobster to power phone ordering. Okay. Now IBG is being halted on the way down. I see. Yeah, halted on the way down. All right, guys. Listen, it's 9:55. Normally, I do this at around 9 or right at 10 o'clock. I think I'll do it a little bit earlier. I'm just kind of checking some of my thumbnail charts to see if there's anything interesting happening. Fluence right back up. Boy, oh boy. Imagine if you held Fluence and you're sitting at 11:33 in the pre-market. Nice, 2 nice days, really. And you're thinking, all right, another little pop up. And then for whatever reason, at 11:32, it drops all the way back down to 10. for whatever reason. Like look at it on a 15, that big giant, and now it's almost right back up. So what do you got? You got shaken out of your position, and on no news that we could see. I kept thinking it might be some kind of a financing that they were doing. Anyway, let me get to my homepage and show you the information you can have on my homepage, including the scans that I am currently sharing. Uh, it's okay. Another the trade of the week, trade of the week link also showed up. That's okay. Give me a moment here, guys. I had a price alert set for this SRRK. Ah, don't like the spread, 31.50. I just don't like that spread when I'm talking about 41.62. I mean, if it craters all the way down, it won't matter, but yeah, I'm glad I look at that. 53.97 now. Yeah. Gonna forget about it. Okay, guys, clicking on my homepage link, this is what you are going to see. So at the very top, here's how you can take out a subscription to Trade Ideas. You can use my promo code Barry 15. That will get you 15% off the first month only or the entire year. What I'm going to do it again. Why this happens. Now, for those of you who are in our YouTube room, there are two rooms that I moderate, virtually the same. People hear me and see my screen. The only difference between you, well, there's a big difference. YouTube has about a 5, maybe an 8-second delay. That's YouTube. Also, there's just not as much activity in the YouTube room. Activity meaning in the other room, a lot more traders are in there, tossing around ideas all day long. So you can come to the main room if you want, or you can stay in YouTube. That's fine. But if you do want to come into the main room, click on my homepage link, and right there where it says Trading Room, and you can sign up to get into the room. It's free. And also, if you're coming into the room like this every day, save my link, and then that's how you can find the Trading Room link. Save my homepage link. So all I ask also is that if you're going to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, please use my code anytime in the future. Also, if you save my homepage link, this will always show you the best promo code that there is. So if at some point in the future you decide you want to take out a subscription, please use my code. Really helps to keep the room free. The company tracks the promo codes. You see enough people using my code, they'll keep the room free. Scroll down, the trade of the week. Okay, this is free. You can sign up for the trade of the week right here. Comes out before the market opens every Monday morning, and it is free. So if you sign up for the trade of the week and you don't feel you're getting it, before you contact us, please check your spam folder. And if you have Gmail, check your promotions folder, okay? If you're not seeing it in either of those two folders, by all means, contact us and to figure out what's going on. Okay? Click on the education section. Before I go down into the getting started and all, take a look at the user guide. I just want to draw your attention to one section of the user guide, and that is the TI stock racing, okay? Because I'm going to go over stock racing conceptually, how you can set up your own, what I'm using, and why I think it's a good idea for people to at least try it. I think it gives you great focus on a few stocks for the day. So that's where you find it in the guide. Now, the first thing to do if you do take out a subscription to Trade Ideas is the Getting Started with Trade Ideas. Very short videos that'll get you started. This is a software program, so of course there's a bit of a learning curve, but these are very short videos and it'll really help to get you started. If you don't have Trade Ideas and you're wondering about the program, I would start off with the second video and take a look at them going forward. That should give you an idea about the capabilities of the program and whether or not you'd want to try us. Back to basics, a free series of videos for those of you who are new to trading. And if you are looking for my scans and you click on my homepage link, scroll down to the middle section. So here's the information that I'm currently sharing. Now understand, I do not have all these windows open. The only one you actually see open is the biggest scanners from the start of the race, which is here. Pulse resumes, which is here. And these two I don't have on my homepage. I can give them to you if you want. These are large. These are just variations of the biggest scanners from the start of the race. We've added market cap size into these two. Okay, if you want them, I can show you. I can give them to you. The momentum scan, the gap scan, and the combo scan, the Pepe combo scan. I don't have them up and running, but you can take a look at them. This is what I use in the pre-market. The pre-market actives up and the pre-market actives down. So just general information about the rooms. Okay, so the main room now is opened at 6:45 Eastern time in the morning by Obi. Okay, oh, I don't get on the mic until 9. Why? I live in Vancouver, Canada, so time zone is a little tough for me to do that at 3:45. But Obi does that. And in our YouTube room, I try to open that between about 8:40 and 8:30 and 8:40, and then I get on the mic at 9. That room also, okay? Now, this trading room, but it's also a support room. You can ask me questions all day long. Don't be shy. You can ask me questions all day long. You know, if I'm tied up doing something, I'll let you know. The other two scans, sure. This is a large cap losers, and this is the large cap gainers. Okay. So let me go over this race, okay? And the whole concept of racing and why I think it's a good idea if you're new to trading, but even if you're not new to trading, why I think it's a great idea. It gives you some focus on just a certain number of stocks over the course of the day. So how the race works is this. So I'm running 4-minute races. Now remember in the guide, the whole section on stock racing, and that's how you can set up your race based on your own race parameters. In this particular case, I am running 4-minute races. You don't have to. Understand that everything that I share, I call it a template, happens to be what I like to see, but you can make changes. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be exactly what you want to see that I see. Okay. So you can always make changes. So I am running a 4-minute race. So what does that 7.98% mean? That means that since the race started, it's almost 3 minutes ago, SLE has moved 7.98%. And if I click on it, you can see it's probably had a pretty nice move. Yeah, you can remember now this is in a 4-minute period. So here are the 2-minute candles, two of them. So yeah, it's had a nice move. Okay, right now a 7% move. So what happens is the race has another 35 seconds. So what happens is that automatically for you is a top 10 list built for you of the stocks that have won the most races over the course of the day. So right now, SLE has won 4 races, but it may not win this race. It's like any other race, guys. Stocks are jockeying for position, and we have 13 seconds left. So right now, NXXT is leading the race. It has not won a race before, so if it maintains its very slim, then it's gonna join this list, and it just did. So it won a race, so now it got added. What happens is, again, a top 10 list is built automatically for you of stocks that have won the most races over the course of the day. So in the number one position is still SLE. It has won 4 races. So I mean, this is something you want to pay attention to. Stock that has won 4 races, click on it, see what's happening. You don't have a couple of things. You don't have to wait for a race to be over in order for you to click on the symbol. You don't have to. What I would do is, if you see a stock and it's leading at any point, sure, I would click on it, but I would probably click on anything I see here just to see what's happening. Could be just starting out. I would also click on these over the course of the day to see what's happening. Maybe IPDN. Maybe it's setting up in your style of trading. So why are these stocks in this race? All races start from a top list window. So if I right click on the race, notice there's an option that says open top list. And this is the top list window that generates these symbols. Now, typically a top list window would be you can still use a top list window like this, but classic question is show me the stocks that are up the most today. So you can see SLE is up 219%. It says KN up 57%, etc. So these are the stocks that are up the most today based on some filters that I've got, a price range. Because you might say, well, wait a minute, I see something that's up way more. Well, that must be because if I look, this is what I'm looking for. Stock has to be between 1 and 50, 200,000 shares minimum. It has to be up at least 2% from yesterday's close. So if the stock meets these filter requirements, it's going to show up in this list. Now, I have capped the number of stocks to 50. That's just what I've done. You don't have to, but I've just capped it to 50 stocks in this list. So, Christian, we get all the time. Well, it's all well and good. You're showing me the stocks that are already up, but what about stocks that might be just starting? So that is the beauty of the race, because the race does not care if a stock is up the most from yesterday's close. All it cares about is that since our race started, what stock is moving the most in this list of stocks. That's all it cares about. So that stock would be coming from the bottom here. Okay. I mean, SLE is still, SLE is super active. So, you're going to see SLE a lot, winning races and all. But maybe, I don't know, KOS. I don't know where it is in this list of stocks. But you don't have to worry about where it is. Look at it. It's at the bottom. I mean, it's right at the bottom here of this. And so what I would do is to see something, and maybe it's just starting to move. KOS, maybe it's just starting to move. It's not up. It's only up, and it's up 6%, but it's not like it's up 100% or 200%. It could just be starting to move, and that's the beauty of the race. So click on. You see 8. I don't know where 8 is in this list. It's right down here. It's near the bottom. Okay, but what if 8 was all of a sudden? It's right now it's 7.1%. What if it was up 8%, 10%, 12%, moving really rapidly up this list? You would see it moving up the race. So hopefully now it's starting to make sense to you that what you can do is create your own top list window with your own set of parameters, your own price range that you like, maybe the volume that you want to see, maybe other filters that you want to add, and run your race based on those. Okay? What I want to see doesn't have to be what you want to see. Because watch again, you create your top list window, right click, launch real time stock race. And that's how you can launch a race. You can also launch races from your own set of stocks that you want to follow. Maybe you've got a symbol list or a watch list of, I don't know, 20, 30 stocks that you like to trade every single day. Or maybe you change them up every day, but you can create a symbol list or what we call a symbol list, a watch list, and then you can attach it to your top list window, and then you can run a race just based on those stocks if you want. And then these races, they're all I've done is I've added, and you're not going to see too many stocks in here, a few more than I thought. But what I did was I added a market cap, has to be at least 500 million. Float has to be at least 50 million. Plus the stock has to be near the high of the day. Okay. So the stock is in the day's range. Okay. I want it to be near the top. Again, you don't have to do that. You can set up your own set of parameters, filters, etc. And this one is just sort of the flip. It's large cap losers from the start of the race, sort of flipping this around. So right here, the stock had to be up 2% from yesterday's close. Okay, so if you flip this, it'll have to be down at least 2% and near the low of the day's range. Hmm. Anybody else got booted from the main room? Somebody in our YouTube room is saying they got booted and you're unable to log back in. Let me well, try logging in from here, Spanky. I don't know why. I'm just doing a brief poll. Nobody else is saying the same thing, so I don't know. But if you click on my homepage link, see if this, okay, so click on my homepage link and then scroll down and see here, trading room, see if that allows you to get in, okay? Because I have no explanation of why you would have got booted out. Yeah, all I can, yeah, just try it, see if that works. Okay, guys. Well, what is the market doing? Oh, all right, guys, I'm back. Really, I use Edge, Spanky, so this must have just been a quirk. Well, certainly wrong about the FTEL. I really thought the FTEL would be a monster today. I thought it would hold this area for a bit and then maybe make a charge, but not even close. All right, guys, maybe this one, MLGO, microalgo, high today was 1233. It did take out that, briefly anyway. The high looking left 2 days ago was 1233. Let's see how well it holds over 12. Oh man, this has got a ton of room. RDY got RDW guys has got a ton of room. It's chasing it though, unfortunately. Okay, SLE just halted on the way down. All right, NXXT. How about this one? Just over the whole number. This today got up to 239, pulled back. Underneath the VWAP though. Kind of blog eyes right now for me. And just the one trade, the FX early on a short. Well, I'd be somewhat enticed to take this PSKY, but the high yesterday is too close. Looks like it's around 1930. So, well, let's see what happens if it takes that out. Okay, again, this company is trying to buy Warner Brothers, but there's some competition. Looks like with Netflix. This one, yeah, it's on my homepage. Okay, who asked that question? Barry asked the question, so it's on my homepage. Okay, so if you click on my homepage link, scroll down, middle section scans right here. Biggest scan is from the start of the race, right here. Okay. Now, guys, I should also mention that if you load anything from me, especially the ones that I'm like this one right here, okay, you're not going to see all the ones that started at 9:30. I start running this race at 9:30. Now you can run a pre-market if you want, but I run this race starting at 9:30. Ooh, open now. This is getting interesting for me. Maybe just give me Yeah, guys, I've got to gonna have to take off for about at least 10 minutes, okay? So I will be back, but I have to take off for about 10 minutes. Yeah, guys, it's gonna take a little bit longer, okay? So I'm just gonna put the announcement up here. What time is it now? 10:23. Yeah, I'm gonna be on mute for a bit. Okay, thank you, Pepe. Yeah, I may have to take off for the day. Just give me a moment. I'll get the screen sharing going again. What is happening here? Let me get the screen sharing going again. Obviously, hit the close tab button. Okay, guys, sorry about that. In the main room, I accidentally hit the close tab button, but I am probably going to have to take off almost for the rest of the day. Just give me a moment, okay? Just so I'm going to put myself on mute. I'll come back and I'll tell you if I'm gone for the rest of the day. Okay, YouTubers, unfortunately, I'm going to have to shut down. Okay, something's come up, and I have to take care of it. Now, somebody will start a new stream at noon, so in about 50 minutes from now. Okay, and but after that, so from 12 to 1 Eastern time, somebody will come in, start a new stream in YouTube, and after that, they'll have to shut the room down. So I do apologize, but everything should be back to normal tomorrow.